Georgia.
606. Now what a bright kid.
I know, that was so cute. Hey, listen, the kids sometimes know exactly what you need to hear.
Exactly, and I think he has a bright career in public speaking of some sorts, or a salesman. I think he could sell me anything. He could sell me a pin for all I care. Very well-spoken young man. But yes, if you're heading out to school this morning, if you are watching this morning show right there, young man, bundle on up. Along with everyone else here in Central Georgia, we keep asking the question, can we get colder? Can we get colder? Well, we wish we didn't ask that question. How about 23 degrees feels like 16 degrees? This is borderline flirting with those temperatures that we had the day after snow about a month ago. So yes, that was the coldest air that we have received this winter. And yes, the groundhog may have been onto something with these temperatures, but this is only a couple days of this cold weather. And right now, this is the bottom of the roller coaster. We will continue to warm up after this, but right now, current conditions are all in the 20s temperature wise. Feels like numbers are not looking any better. Many areas feeling like the teens that you did just see here in downtown Macon, but a little bit more pleasant down I-16, maybe feeling like 25, 26 or 28 down in Dublin, McRae or Vidalia this morning. So the cold weather alert is for all of Central Georgia this morning, just like what we had yesterday morning. Wind chills into the teens. That will be possible until about the 10 a.m. hour when we continue with the warming trend and the winds start to die down a little bit. But until then, it is just going to be blistering cold. And taking a look at yesterday's almanac, because we were already cold yesterday, that low temperature, many areas are already below the 27-degree mark, but we only reached a high of 43 yesterday. And if you remember, the winds were very gusty throughout yesterday afternoon, so it felt more like the low to mid 30s depending on where you lived. We're not going to see that drastic of a cool down today, but it still will be a chilly afternoon. A high of 48 degrees should feel a lot truer to its actual temperature, but still on the cooler side and still 17 degrees below average for this time of year. But that is a sign in the right direction, obviously warming up from yesterday afternoon. And right now the temperatures are a lot colder than yesterday because we don't have cloud cover present like we did. So throughout future view, you'll see that we're kicking off a calm and dry stretch of weather. We'll see some passing clouds here and there, but over the course of today, Saturday, and into Sunday, you're not going to see anything in the way of rain that's going to impact any of your weekend plans. So that's going to be good, and quite the opposite of what we had last weekend, because we had a very dreary Saturday with some sprinkle showers, and then that led into our severe weather on Sunday morning. Well, that is not the case this weekend, doing a complete 180 with the forecast, but more clouds will be present as we head into the second half of your Sunday, more so the evening into nighttime hours. And that's going to be because a Gulf low is going to pass us just to the south. Now, you'll see when I pop up the 7-day forecast, I have a 10% chance of rain on Monday morning. Don't know if that's going to come to fruition anymore, because the latest GFS run that did come out is hinting that all of the precipitation will stay to the south of us along the Florida-Georgia state line. And then we're continuing to stay dry all the way until maybe the end of next week. Thursday, we could see a front try to drape down into Central Georgia, but even the long-range models are backing off of that chance now. So the main story is the temperatures. When do we start to get a little bit warmer? Well, steadily each afternoon will be the story throughout this weekend. 56, 61, then eventually 66 on Monday afternoon. But the morning lows are still going to be frigid and below freezing temperature until we get into Monday. And then finally, we should settle into a more spring-like pattern for those temperatures.